super duper special, top of the line. It's called Coastal Select Premium Jumbo Lump Crab Cakes. It comes to us from Egg Harbor. They are a division of the Rastelli family. And the fact is that when we bring you crab cakes, it's not just any crab cakes. This is like the, reserve select. This is like top of the line. And that's why it is worth every penny, free shipping and handling, and you are getting a dozen of these. I will tell you, you can get them in time for Labor Day, for sure. The 5 easy payments goes away at the end of the day. And of course, always with our food, free shipping and handling. But this is what we call our more rare and limited offer. And let me bring in Brittany Rastelli to tell us all about it. As I'm watching these jumbo lump crab pieces roll out of the crab cake down onto the plate.
Correct.
Hi, Brittany. Welcome back.
Hello again. Thank you.
You too.
So, yes,
what makes these special?
These are jumbo lump crab cakes. So these are 78% of jumbo lump crab meat in these crab cakes. So think about that. What we're doing is we're taking some really fresh ingredients, like a little bit of egg, a little bit of mayonnaise, some seasoning, a tiny bit of breadcrumbs, and then last we add in that jumbo lump sweet crab meat, just to eliminate as much breakage as we possibly can. And then we take more lumps and we put them on top just to make them extra pretty. But 78% of this crab cake is going to be filled with crab meat, allowing this to truly be a crab cake.
And is it true that there's really only 2 jumbo lump pieces per crab?
Per crab, not per crab cake, but per crab. So think about that. There's only a few center cut filet mignons per tenderloin. In a crab, there's actually only 2 jumbo lumps per crab. So the time that it takes to really pick through those crabs takes a while. It's a labor of love for sure.
It is.
But at Egg Harbor, it was important to us to have a crab cake that really was filled with crab meat, that was sweet, and a lot of clean ingredients in here. You can actually, when you get your box at home and you read the ingredients, you'll be able to pronounce all of them. And I love that.
That's a good point. You can pronounce the ingredients, you know what these ingredients are. The other thing I want to mention is the size of these.
Yes.
Because these are 5 ounces. A lot of times you see 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounce out there. This is 5 ounce. This is center of the plate. This is your entree, and it's filling as well. So it's just beautiful to be able to have that one. And it's okay if it rolls off the table.
Actually, I'm kind of glad that it did that.
That's right.
And I was just going to say, because if you are someone that likes the crab cake, kind of that more galette shape, you can take it when you're pan sauteing it. I always do, and I flatten it a little bit more. If you like it with the round shape on the top, you just pop them in your oven or your air fryer. So it really depends on what style crab cake you like. You can kind of get both, whichever cooking method that you like the best.
Now, by the way, on that air fryer, should I thaw it ahead of time or cook from frozen?
So in the air fryer, you can actually cook right from frozen. In your oven, you can also cook right from frozen.
Which is always more convenient,
If you're pan sauteing, I recommend that you go ahead and certainly thaw them out.
Okay.
So they come individually packaged, just like this. So just take this, thaw it out, and then go ahead and you can kind of pan sear it for about 4 or 5 minutes on either side. In your oven or in your air fryer, you're looking at a lot less time in the air fryer.
Absolutely. The whole thing is when you go to a restaurant, and I'm talking, white tablecloth kind of restaurant, 5-star, 4-star, what would you pay for one entree of a crab cake? And, who is it, $20, $30, whatever it might be? The fact is that then you end up getting into it and you're kind of like, where's the crab? It's all shredded. And so you're probably getting a total of about 1 jumbo lump piece. Here, you're getting the jumbo lumps. You're getting all of it in 78%. Is that wonderful blue crab. And it's so delicious. You know exactly what kind of seasonings to put in these. I always feel like I need nothing else on it.
You really don't. And one thing that we like to do a lot with the crab cakes is we'll defrost them, and then we will actually make a dip out of them.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that.
But
like a hot crab dip.
Exactly. So you could just take the crab cake, mix a little bit of your cheese in there, maybe a little bit of mayonnaise. But I love to entertain with these as well, making stuffed mushrooms. So right now I have 6 here. This is 1 5-ounce crab cake.
Come on in, Jane.
That we went ahead and we defrosted. So when you make stuffed mushrooms, you kind of have to prepare the dip, right? You have to take the crab meat, you have to add seasonings, you have to add a little bit of, cream or mayonnaise or something. Here, it's just the crab cake.
Yeah.
Take your mushroom, stuff it.
Oh my goodness.
So I have 6 mushrooms right here. They're generous size, I'd say.
Yeah.
They're not super small. They're not really huge. 1 crab cake. I'm just going to make one.
You're putting a generous amount in there.
Generous amount on there. I'm just going to kind of pull these out for time's sake right now.
And if you put these with a little bit of white wine in the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
So
Here
good.
you go.
Yep.
There you go. You were all set. She was all set before we came on with her little glass of wine.
That's right.
Bring me one.
I know, I'm so sorry.
But look how pretty these are. So again, this is not only is this 1 crab cake that we used here, but I have way more left over. So you could really stretch it a long time when you're going to prepare those hors d'oeuvres as well.
And I had the experience of earlier this year being able to go to the Rastelli Foods plant where their employees do all of the work, and the hand picking of crab, which let me tell you, as someone who loves to pick crab, it is a labor of love because it's a lot of effort for very little reward, especially when you're looking for the 2 lumps of jumbo lump crab meat. So to see them lovingly do it and how quick they are and how thorough, like literally a hand process to create these. So that is the other reason why, in this limited season item, it's expensive because it's expensive to do. And you all know when you go to the restaurant how much they cost. So it's it really is a labor of love to be able to bring the size.
We do offer them on auto delivery. That just reminded me when you said in this season, because a lot of times it is just a season when they're harvested, basically, with the crabs. So you can actually put this on auto delivery. It would come to you every 60 days, up to 1 year. Then you'd have to reorder. You can cancel at any time. But think ahead to the holidays. If you're going to have surf and turf and you want a crab cake with a Rastelli steak, it's not a bad idea to order them now and get them home. They come individually packaged so you can kind of, squeeze them into little nooks and crannies. And also keep in mind, too, that how long are they good in the freezer? Is it a year?
Up to a year.
Yeah,
exactly.
up to a year.
So you can use these to entertain with. You can have really casual, just sandwich style one night. I mean, it doesn't have to be as fancy as a surf and turf, but it certainly can be on those nights when you're maybe hanging out at home. You have 1 steak, 1 crab cake, split it in half, because it's a generous size. It's a 5-ounce crab cake. So if you're having one of those giant 9-ounce steaks and a 5-ounce crab cake, you could split that like we do at my house, because everything's nice and individually packaged.
That remoulade sauce, by the way, is delicious.
Oh, I was going to say, you can buy 2 bottles of that, can't you?
Yeah.
You have 2 bottles of that remoulade sauce, and it's $32 for the set of 2 bottles.
So good,
but stay on the line for this crab cake, these crab cakes, because they don't come around that often. They're more rare, hard to get into QVC. So Brittany, thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Yes, let's grab the wine.
I am a happy person right now. This is happiness right here. And with these beautiful ladies, I've had the opportunity to spend 3 hours eating with you.
Yes.
Now we get to be turning over the tables and turning over the baton to Pat and Sandra. Pat with a brand new look.
Little new haircut.
She
I know,
looks
looking
great.
good.
She looks great.
And Sandra back with her from her little family trip.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us. But keep in mind, don't go away. There's 4 more hours of food coming up.
Cheers.
Yeah, and our today's special value. Cheers.